4th, Reardon Family Farm, inside the propagation house, and things are looking pretty good. We got peppers potted up. I'm going to leave them in here for a while because I'm not going to plant them until June. We're in zone 4B. And the tomatoes were doing very well, but now we look like we're getting some nutrient deficiency because they are in a sterile potting mix, an organic potting mix, and it has a little bit of a charge to get started. That's about it. But they've grown a lot. They're starting to get chlorosis of the leaves and yellow leaves, and so I'm going to pot them up from these pots, these 4-inch pots and 5-inch pots, to a junior gallon pot today, and I will put some nutrient in there. Everything else is going pretty good. Making some room, putting the kale outside because it can go outside. It's going down to 33 degrees this week, but that won't hurt the kale. Make some of it outside over here. Beautiful scarlet kale, our best seller. Sell it to the restaurant as a garnish. So what I've done is I've taken these, I've cut off the most troublesome looking leaves, and now I am going to go from this 4-inch pot. These are BigDena grafts from Johnny Seed. They're doing really well, except for they need some nutrient charge. I'm going to put them into this junior gallon. It's not quite a gallon, but I'm going to transfer them out, and then I'm going to use this fertilizer, which is this bag right here. It's called Sustane organic fertilizer. It's the 844. I'm going to put some of that in there for a charge, and this is what I do. So I want to plant these guys. It's May 4th. Did I say April? It's May 4th. And I want to plant these guys in the high tunnel in about 2 weeks, but in 2 weeks they'll grow a lot. Because the propagation house now is really cranking. It's a lot of heat, a lot of sun. And I'm having to put the heater on. So here we go. I'm going to turn this over to Will, and this is what we do. So fill it about that much, and we're going to just pot these up. I'm going to put about a tablespoon of Sustane, which is poultry manure, and I mix it up a little so it doesn't touch the roots. And then I'm just going to take it out of the 4-inch pot. Check out the root system, looks pretty good. And I'm smelling it to see if it's overwatered and rotting. I can't bury it below the graft because then it'll start growing below the graft, and that will be a grafted bottom rootstock, which I don't want. So I'm going to put this in here. It's a Estimo or Estimo. Just going to go in here. Where we take a look at how it looks like in the pot. And then I'm just going to fill it up with. I love this potting mix because it's sterile and I never get any rot or disease issues with it because it is a good. It's a sunshine mix, SS1. We call it sunshine mix #1. Natural and organic. It is OMRI listed, even though they don't have an OMRI label. I did get it approved by NOFA. Hold up. So then I'll put about maybe a teaspoon back on the top. So we're just potting up, grooming it up, because when they go in the greenhouse they're not going to have bottom branches anyhow. And then we're going to just get them over here, put them over here. I have a bottom water tray that could fill up and let them soak in there, and this will improve their vigor. They just got potted up. They were these things grow so quickly. What's the date on these? This is a BigDena, and this was planted on April 1st, and now it's May 4th. In 1 month, they just morphed. I could have planted them a lot later. You know, I could have gotten them in later. Every year, I sort of panic and get them too early, and I just go later and later every year. You know, it's easier to deal with the plants when they don't stretch in the greenhouse. So I potted these up on April 1st. They could have been potted up on April 15th. They would have been beautiful to go into the high tunnel. But I'm going to pot them up one more time to the junior gallon, and they will green up and grow in 2 weeks. Around May 15th, the week of May 15th, I'll plan on planting them in the high tunnel. All right. God bless. Reardon Family Farm over.